Hi, beautiful soul. Welcome to another episode of Rise, Reclaim, and Renew. Hi, I'm your host, Joni Elizabeth, and today we are going to be talking about, well, let me ask you a question because you can see if this episode's for you. Have you ever felt like every time or a lot of times when you finally get to catch your breath, life hands you something else to carry or to deal with? Maybe that's right where you are right now in this moment. Maybe you just made it through one difficult season before you even had time to process it, and another responsibility showed up. Another person needed you. Another situation needed your attention. Another problem landed in your lap where you're like, wait, I'm trying to catch my breath. And because you are someone who cares deeply, because you love people, because you have a heart that says, I'll figure it out, and you step up. You carried it, you showed up, you did what needed to be done. But somewhere along the way, have you noticed that you started disappearing, shrinking, where you're like, where am I? I feel like I've written about this in books and on some of my blogs, but are you becoming or have you become a human doing instead of a human being, like just going through the motions of life, feeling like you're burnt out or you're trying to climb above being burnt out? Maybe you've been so focused on taking care of everyone else that you haven't stopped to ask yourself, how am I doing? How am I really doing? Maybe you're perhaps caring for a child or still raising a child. Maybe you're single or even married and you feel like you're doing so much for everybody that you've abandoned yourself. Maybe you're helping take care of a grandchild or an aging parent or a spouse who has health issues or a family member. Maybe you're running a business, managing a household, supporting people emotionally and even financially, or trying to hold everything together where, well, nobody realizes how much you're carrying because they don't know if they're all dealing with their own things unless you learn to ask for help or support or prayers or a day off or just noticing what you need. And it goes deeper than just having boundaries around your life. Boundaries are important. And maybe some of these responsibilities weren't even things you chose. They were just kind of handed to you because nobody else could do it and or would do it. Our life has changed. Circumstances changed. Somebody needed you and you stepped in. But today I want you to hear this. I want to remind you of something very important. You can love people deeply without losing yourself in the process. You may not even be able to change or choose everything you're carrying right now because there's some things out of your control, but you can choose whether you abandon yourself while you're carrying it. The question I want you to sit with is, who's taking care of you? And it doesn't mean, if you're single and you're like, well, I don't have a partner, even with those of you that have a partner, you're married, need to learn how to notice what you need and take care of your own self emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. But I want you to really think about that for a few minutes. Who's taking care of you? Not who needs you, not who calls you, not who depends on you. Who is making sure that you are emotionally okay? Who's encouraging you? Who's asking, how is your heart doing? And if the answer is, I'm not sure, then this episode's for you. When caring for others often turns into losing yourself, sometimes losing yourself doesn't happen all at once. It can be subtle over a period of time or years. It happens very slowly sometimes. For example, you stop doing things that bring you joy. You stop making time for your health. You stop connecting with friends. You stop dreaming. You stop asking yourself, what do you want or need? You become so good at being needed that you forget you are also someone who needs care. And I want you to hear this beautiful soul. Your needs are not inconvenience. Your rest is not selfish. Your joy is not something you have to earn. So here's some signs that you may be carrying too much. I want you to gently ask yourself or think about these as I'm saying them. Take time to kind of receive it or reflect on it. Have I been in surviving, have I been surviving more than I've been living? Do I feel guilty when I take time for myself? Do I know what brings me joy anymore? Am I consistently emotionally exhausted? Do I feel responsible for everyone's feelings and outcomes? Have I become the person everyone turns to, but I have no one I can turn to? If you answered yes to any of those, I want you to know something. Your body and your heart may be telling you that it is time to reconnect with yourself. So I want to give you some things to think about. Here are 5 shifts to help you find yourself again. If you're in the middle of the storm and there's right now not much end in sight for a period of time, shift number 1, stop waiting until you're empty. You need to fill your cup. You don't have to earn rest by reaching exhaustion. You don't have to prove you are worthy of care by completely burning yourself out. Start asking, what do I need today? Not someday, but today. Not when everything settles down. Today, what do you need? Shift number 2, make yourself part of your own life. Sometimes you have to intentionally put yourself back on your own priority list. And that's kind of a fun way to look at it. Like, okay, is everybody else and the responsibilities in the business and household stuff and caring for family members the high priority, but you forgot to make yourself a priority? Ask yourself, what is one thing that fills my cup? Just even one thing each day. Maybe it's taking a walk outside for a few minutes, reading a book, going to the gym, sitting quietly with coffee, calling someone who makes you laugh. Laughter is such good medicine for the heart and the soul and the body and releases great chemicals in the mind too. Spend time in prayer or meditation. Do something creative. Small moments matter. Small moments every day matter for your wellness. Shift 3, separate what is yours to carry from what is not. I like to put it like, whose backpack are you carrying? Does that belong to them or is that yours? And then look inside your backpack of what you're carrying as well. You can love someone without carrying everything for them. You can support someone without taking responsibility for every outcome. Ask yourself, is this mine to carry? Is this mine to solve? Am I helping or am I rescuing? Rescuing is a form of people pleasing and codependency. Shift number 4, protect your energy without apologizing. You're allowed to have boundaries, and those are healthy and good. You're allowed to say, I can't do that right now. I need time to think about that. I need some space. Boundaries are not rejection. Boundaries are how you stay healthy enough to continue loving well, and that includes loving yourself well. Shift number 5, remember who you are outside of what you do. You are more than your job, your business, your responsibilities, and your roles. The and the person everyone calls when they need something. You are a whole person with dreams, desires, gifts, and purpose. Here's a simple reset, daily reset tool that I want to give to you. Take 5 minutes each day, 5 minutes, and ask yourself for your mind, what am I thinking about that I need to release? And that can be future tripping, dwelling on the to-do list, things that aren't yours to hold. For your body, what does my body need today? For your heart, what emotions need my attention? Your spirit, what is God or whatever your belief system is inviting me to trust Him with? Your soul, what is one thing that would bring me joy today? So I'm going to give you an added bonus today is some journal prompts. Take some time with these questions and reflect on them. Where have I lost myself in this season of life? What parts of myself do I miss? What did I love before I became so busy taking care of everyone else? What responsibilities feel heavy right now? What supports do I need but haven't asked for? Learning to receive is a beautiful thing, but it can be really hard and challenging when you're used to being the one feeling like you have to hold everything up. What would it look like to care for myself with the same compassion I give to others? Who am I becoming in this season? What is one small way I can choose myself this week? So in wrapping up this episode, I want you to remember this. You are allowed to be a person who gives and receives. You are allowed to care for others and care for yourself. You're allowed to carry responsibilities without letting those responsibilities define your entire identity or take up all your time and space. Because the people you love don't need what you do. They need you, the real you, the rested you, the joyful you, the healthy you. So today I want you to ask yourself one final question. How can I continue to show up for the people I love without disappearing from my own life? Because you matter, and the person who takes care of everyone else deserves care too. If you found this episode helpful, please remember to give a 5-star review, share it, and subscribe. This gets the messages out to more people that could use these messages and help them. And please feel free to share my information. I look forward to bringing you so much more. Also, please keep in mind that I do have a narcissistic abuse recovery group coming up starting this fall. It will be 1 day a week for 6 weeks. There will be some very good, healthy insights, strategies, nourishing for your mind, body, spirit, soul, and finding yourself again. So if you know anybody that would be interested in that, please send them to my website, wellnesswithjoni.com. And that is the word wellness with, and then Joni is spelled Joanie, and then .com. Look forward to staying connected. Have an amazing day. And until next time, and always much love and blessings, Joni Elizabeth.